What's going on, guys? United Gaming back, another MLB The Show 22 video, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you about this brand new investment method that you should be making right now because you won't have a ton of time to invest. Once this is announced, you will be very little, you will get cheaped off a little bit, so you want to invest now so that you're ready for this drop. If you do find this video useful, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Best way to support the channel by far. So, first thing we're going to be doing is, it's very simple. It is going to involve collections. It is not going to involve any of current collections right now. It's going to involve Legend and Flashback, and the big Legend and Flashback that we normally see around this time of year. At least we saw it around this time of year last year. We saw an early Mariano Rivera coming at the end of May. So early June, late May, we're kind of approaching that time period where you want to start investing in Legend and Flashbacks now so that when you are ready for when the drop happens and you can get the 99 overall card that usually comes out of this. And this is a great way to make stubs even if you're looking to just not just get all the guys and be ready. This is a great way to make stubs. So you want to be looking at guys that are lower overall. As for tops now and monthly awards, you probably should not be investing in those because most people, it's pretty easy to do for most people. I don't recommend investing in those. I recommend either investing in Faces of the Franchise, Second Half Heroes, Breakout, Postseason, Rookie, All-Star, or Veteran. Those are the ones you want to be looking at. Faces of the Franchise are guys that very well could spike up. They're going around 10K right now. And you're definitely going to need more than 12 when this thing drops. You even might need all 30 of them. So if you want to start buying, now is the time you want to buy. And if you want to buy multiple, now is the time. So I'm going to show with my one investment that I got going on so far. I just started this recently. I got 24 Tom Seavers. I keep thinking that's Tony La Russa. It's not Tony La Russa. I keep thinking it's him. But 24 Tom Seavers. I bought these each for 183 stubs. 183 stubs. By 24, I spent maybe 5K and all of that. So actually, I do 24 times about 200. Let's do some quick mental math. I can't do mental math. I'm actually pulling out a calculator right now. 24 times 200, that's about 5,000 subs, as I said. You can get about 24 of these for 5,000 subs. Now, usually, when the program drops, these guys spike up, and they spike up fast. These guys might even go to like 1,000-ish subs. It might even become like Bob Feller, go to the max, 2,500 subs, since not a lot of people were investing in them. But I have seen this one guy who is investing a ton in the Eddie Matthews card over here, so I don't recommend going him. So as for the silver guys that you were seeing that I was just showing you, some of the guys, best guys you can invest in for rookies and veterans are going to be these silver stars. I recommend everyone here except Eddie Matthews because I've seen this guy on TikTok with like 3,000 of them, and I'm assuming his market is going to be kind of whack. So I would stay away from him. I'd go for these other 30. I'd go for Ernie Banks, Tom Seaver, Zach Britton, and David Justice. Go for these guys and, try and buy as much of these for as cheap as possible. Most of these sitting around 200-ish stubs if you put in the buy orders for them. And the other guys you want to invest in are these ones, these Legend and Flashback guys, which everyone kind of forgot about. They were in the first program, but you have every single like minor type of series. You have Veteran, All-Star, Breakout, All-Star, and Rookie. And I think those, just those ones. You got All-Star, Veteran, Breakout, and Rookie, so you can invest in all those different types, and you can get you can probably put in an order for 400. Since no one else has orders up, you will probably be the top order, and not a lot of people are investing in those guys. So I've seen a good amount of people investing in the silvers, haven't seen a ton of people investing in the gold, and I have not seen anyone at all going after these Faces franchise cards. But these are guys you're gonna want to need and have if you do want that collection, because these guys will spike up in price, assuming we need more than 12, which is extremely likely that we need more than 12 for a voucher. We'll probably need around 15-ish, so make sure you have a couple, at least some. I'd go for at least having 15 and then making some investments in one of these guys that you don't think a lot of people picked. You have to think of the guys that not a lot of people will have on their squad. So if I'm thinking that, I'm kind of thinking Andrew Benintendi. I'm kind of thinking Sean Murphy. Not a lot of people. I'm kind of thinking Carson Kelly. I'm thinking like maybe Joey Votto or JT Realmuto. Not a lot of guys that were actually picked in this, so they have a lesser chance of people having them, and a more chance that they will be bought. Not a lot of people have Votto. Not a lot of people have Realmuto. I have a good amount of people have Bellinger. Not a lot of people have Carson Kelly. You also want to think about guys in the program that were like early on. I do believe the Central guys will be the cheapest. like Edman and Votto, they would be the cheapest guys to buy right now. But obviously, when the price spikes, they won't be that cheap anymore. So we take a look in the postseason section. There's not a whole lot of guys you can invest in this one. I don't recommend investing in this one actually at all, unless you want to go after 85 David Price. This is the only guy I could see you investing in, because a lot of these are other collection rewards or event rewards or like from big packs. David Price is the only guy I'd recommend investing in for postseason. As for breakout guys, I would go for guys from the Legends and Flashback pack that I showed, like John Smoltz, Paul Molitor, George Brett, Harmon Killebrew, AJ Burnett. I think Paul Konerko's in that pack. Actually, I don't think he is. And obviously Michael A. Taylor, which I showed. Some of these low overall guys that don't have any sell now orders, so that you will be the top order and the first guy to be getting them. So that way you are on top, and you can. It's much easier to be doing that. For second half heroes, once again, there's not a ton of guys you can really invest in this one. Alfonso's kind of cheap. He'd be one of those guys. Some of the event rewards, I'd recommend just doing a few events where second half heroes are present. Recommend doing the moonshot events going on right now. Get Eugenio Suarez, get Nelson Cruz. So those guys will probably spike up, and they're even pretty good cards in my opinion. And for prospects, I recommend going after the gold prospects now, because I'm assuming you're going to need 25 of them. You're going to need the Adley Rutschman card, because usually they have a few card vouchers instead of vouchers. So you'll probably need 91 Adley Rutschman if you're going to be doing this one. So I recommend doing that. Now, award signature, you kind of have that big budget for. I recommend you're probably only going to need 1 or 2 for a voucher, considering there's not a lot. I mean, there's only 4 signatures, there's only 6 awards, there's only 3 milestone cards. And I'm assuming you're going to need more than 1 of these cards, of the Takashi Ozaki cards. And for cover athletes, I'm going to assume you're going to need Joe Mauer. So if we go back to guys you should invest in, obviously the lower overall guys, you should go Tom Seaver, Zach Britton. You could go Trey Mancini, Chris Davis. The lower cheap guys with no buy orders, Damon, Alan Trammell, Troy Gloss. Those are guys I invest in for veterans, for all-stars. I would go, if we scroll down here, I would go David Dahl. I would go Jason Castro. I would go Rich Gossage. I would go Mo, Brian Wilson. Not Darren O'Day or Raleigh Fingers. I would go Ralph Kiner, because I'm pretty sure he's in that program. Yeah, he is. Fran Valenzuela. A bunch of other of these gold guys that don't have the sell orders and are relatively cheap. If you were to sell order them, I would even be looking at the 80 overall guys, because they're the cheapest ones you can get, and their price will still spike up significantly. We had a bit of a cutoff. I'm sorry about that. As for the rookie guys, you are going to be wanting to look at guys. So you do want to still look at this Eddie Matthews. You want to look at this Ernie Banks card, King Griffey Jr., Tom Seaver, Billy Williams, Jimmy Rollins, Rob Dibble. Those are the guys you want to be looking at for the rookies. As for the Tops Down monthly awards, I do not recommend you guys investing in them. And there is really no guarantee that this will be happening anytime in the near future. But this is a program that has been in the game for a while, and I do expect it to continue. I would be highly doubt if they don't keep it going. So it will come out of the game. It will come out eventually sometime in the game. And even if you invest now and it doesn't come out for another few months, you are still going to have those cards available for you that will still spike up in price. If you did find this video useful and did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Best way to support the channel by far. I'm MLB Gaming. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Thank you so much for watching.